Hello everyone. Today I'm going to teach you second part of growth of nationalism and age of revolution. So today we are going to specially talk about French Revolution. So let's start with the French Revolution. So as you can see here, that is flag of the French Revolution. So before knowing that, we have to know what exactly we call the French Revolution is. So French Revolution is a period of 10 years. It is a period of 10 year when we can say it is a period of 10 year that began from 1789 to 1799. So in this many social, economic and political changes occurred in France as well as in colonies of the France. So this period is known as the French Revolution. So now let's understand before starting what is timeline of the French Revolution. So for understanding timeline, let's see that. So first of all, Straight General that occurred on 1789, National Assembly that was from 89 to 91, Legislative Assembly that was 91 to 92, then Reign of Terror that is 92 to you can say here 94, then directory rule that is 95 to 98, then rule of Napoleon 1799, and this period is called end of French Revolution. So now before knowing the French Revolution, we need to understand about the rule of the French Revolution. So here we have this picture that is of Louis XVI. So most of the French ruler, they have their name like that only, Louis. So before the Louis XVI was Louis XV, and before the Louis XV it was Louis XIV. So you need to remember Louis as a name. So but this Louis, which was there in during the French Revolution, he was Louis XVI. So they were Bourbon monarchs. Bourbon monarchs means like their dynasty. So their dynasty is called Bourbon dynasty, not that Bourbon biscuit dynasty. Actually, their name is Bourbon. So next we can say that this Louis is known as Louis Auguste. Louis Auguste because he was born in August month, so that is why he is called Louis Auguste. And he was born on 23rd 1754 in West Versailles. Versailles is a fort just out of Paris, and he succeeded the throne on 10th May 1774. He was just at 19-year old when he succeeded the throne, and on the 1770 he married an Austrian princess, Antinote. This queen of Louis XVI, she was a daughter of Holy Empire of Austria. She was daughter of Francis I. So this lady was totally disliked by the French people because she was known by the because Austria, they just made an alliance in a 7-year war with the France, and people of France believe that due to Austria only France lose in the 7-year battle. So that is why people don't totally dislike this queen. And second thing, she had such ideas, those she always used to give to Louis XVI, those proven always disaster. So she was also known as Madame Disaster. So that is why most of the people dislike her. The next thing, there is her picture. Maria Antoinette. So in this picture we can see the head of the empire was Louis XVI, and his wife, that Maria, she was from Austria, but she used to spend loads of money. But at that time, France was going through a total crisis situation. There was no money, lack of money, but still she spent lots of money on the jewelries, clothes, or all that comfort of the life. But people of the France, they were not having any enough money to spend on all this. And one thing also we need to remember about the Louis, that he was ordered a death sentence by vote of the National Assembly by 310 votes out of 380 votes. So he was given a death sentence on 20th January 1793. So here one thing that always come, guillotine or guillotine. So guillotine was an instrument which exactly looked like this. Guillotine, actually it was invented by Dr. Guillotine. Earlier, before, whenever somebody given a death sentence, they have most of the Europe, they were hanged with a rope. But Dr. Guillotine suggested it will give a very deadly death to anyone. So even though sometimes people do not die with this, we need to hang them for a long time. So that is why Dr. Guillotine invented this instrument. By this, somebody has to put their head in this instrument and the head will be chopped. So number of time it was used during the French Revolution period. You will listen this name again and again. So whenever this come, guillotine means this particular instrument. So before starting, we need to know about the French society also. So French society, which was actually divided into estates like we have in the Vedic society. The society was divided into Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Like that, French society was divided into state. So first state were Calgi was like those priests of the church or father, bishop. Then second class was the nobility including ministers, group of ministers, including feudal lords. Feudal lord means small landlords. Those were owning the land, or those were feudal landlords. And last there were that everyone else. So the third state include peasants or workers or small artisans. So all that were included in the third state. Whereas we can see this first and second state, clergy and nobility, they all include priest, feudal lords, etc. They were making 10% of the population, and they have to pay very low or minor tax or no tax. But on the other hand, if we talk about the third state was including laborer, peasants, artisans. So all that, they were making total 90% of the France population, and they have to pay very heavy taxes. What was the causes of French Revolution? So first of all, we will see social cause. So if I talk about social cause, so in the 18th century, that France was divided into number of states, where first two states were mostly privileged class. They were given all the privileges. On the other hand, the third state, they were not given any privilege, and they were making the majority of population of France. And even though all the taxes, they have to pay major taxes, and no political and social right given to the third state. So that is why this third state was very angry on the system of France. They wanted to change their situation. So that is why this was a social cause of the French Revolution. Here you can see in this picture one all two estate, they are sitting on third state. That means third state was carrying load of each and every other estate, and third state, they were the majority of the population. They have to pay number of taxes, but there was no benefit for them. So that is why they wanted to change their system. Then political causes. Here I have discussed before that also 7-year war. If you remember, I have discussed this in American Revolution also. 7-year war was a war which was fought between French and British people all around the world. If I'll show you a map, so here you can see in this map that 7-year war, many places you can find where it is fought all over the world. So this war was fought between Britain and France to control their territories all over the world, or to control more and more land all over the world. But in this war, ultimately France lose, and because France fought number of battles all over the world and lost their colonies also, so there was a huge debt over France, or huge money spending was there, which France have to pay for these wars. So that is why France become totally bankrupt. American Revolution, as we can see in the 7-year war, France got defeat. So France wanted to take revenge from Britain. As in the American Revolution, all the 13 colonies of British people, they revolted against the British people. So France helped them with money, with instruments, or with their weapons. So there also they spend lots of money on the American Revolution, but ultimately they did not get any benefit in America, or they do not get any colonies, even though France willingly just exceeded this battle, or exceeded the American Revolution. Ultimately it ended with the Treaty of Paris, but there was no hope for the France did not get any advantage of American Revolution, which it was expecting. Then Louis XVI, he was a autocratic. Autocratic means who did not listen at all to anyone. So autocratic monarch means who just follow their own rule and did not, and even though people believe he is a weak king means who cannot take a powerful decision, so that is why also people dislike him. Then similar way, as I told you, France was under heavy debt because of these wars, 7-year war or American Revolution, but still he was spending lots of money on his luxury, or living a comfortable life out of Paris. One palace was there, that palace is known as Palace of Versailles. So that was a grand, huge palace. So he was living without caring about the people in his palace and leading a life of luxury. That was also one of the major reason why people were angry over him. One of the economic causes when 1789, it was a very bad winter, harsh winter. In that there was a total crop failure, or there was nothing for the farmers to eat at that time. So people were saying that one side the king is leading the life of luxury, and they do not have enough food to eat even. So most of the France, mostly the peasants and poor, they are surviving in very horrible conditions. And even though nobility and Caligari, they were leading a life of luxury and putting so many of taxes on them. The next economic cause, that as we discussed earlier also, that due to many wars which earlier fought by the France with Britain, like 7 Year War, American Revolution. So in that, France become totally bankrupt, and there was 4,000 million leverage. Leverage was a currency at that time which was followed in the France. So there was 4,000 million leverage debt over the France, so which France has to pay. So ultimately, people have to pay the taxes for this debt. So that is why people were under burden of huge taxes, even though the taxation policy was totally faulty. Only the third estate has to pay all the taxes, whereas the first and second, they have to pay no or very minor tax, whereas third state has to pay all the taxes. So this faulty policy of the taxation system also made people angry over King Louis XVI. So when King Louis XVI do not have money, his finance minister told him to call a state general. A state general, it was having all the members of all the three categories. So just to pass new taxes, he called the state general on May 1789, which was never called from 175 year. So he called the state general so that he can make more taxes. And even though he wanted to take nobility and caligy also under these taxes, but as we can see, nobility and caligy though were not paying any taxes, so they do not want to pay more taxes. So everybody in this meeting wanted their own interest. Like we can see that caligy, they particularly want more privilege and wanted to control empire, whereas we can see nobility, they want an English style of democracy where they were more privileged. And on the other hand, that third class, they want justice from number of taxes which were making them a huge burden. So they want a relief from them. But as we can see in this meeting, earlier there was a law that first two classes have one vote, and third estate has very less power of the vote. So always whenever meeting happen, so these two first class, they will pay for they will vote for themselves only, because they want no taxes. So they have always two votes, and one vote is of third estate. So obviously the third state will lose by the voting, because always nobility and caligy is in majority by two votes. So this third state was very angry, as you can see in this picture. So nobility and caligy, they were having two votes, so always they will be in majority, whereas the third estate, they will be voted out. So third state do not want such type of arrangement. The third state, they refused to vote. They said, we will not vote, or we will not vote in such a system. Everybody must be given equal preference. Why equal vote is given? Because in this meeting, number of nobles attended. They were 300 of the nobility, and 300 of the caligy, and 600 of the third estate. So obviously the third state want a fair voting system. But as if it happens, so obviously there will be no implementation of taxes. So King Louis have a very tricky decision on this. He just locked the door on 20th June 1789, which restricted the third estate to enter in the meeting hall. So the third state become very angry on this, and they declare themselves in a national assembly. They went to a tennis court, and in this tennis court they have taken oath. This oath is known as oath of the tennis court. Very important event of the French Revolution. So they went to tennis court and taken oath of the tennis court. This is known as oath of tennis court. And here they promise themselves that they will not disperse from here till the time France will have a written constitution. So all the people, they assemble in the tennis court and declare themselves as a national assembly. They said king is not having any power now on, we are the national assembly, or we will run France. So they declare that day that we will have a particularly a written constitution, a third state will make a written constitution. So this started a rule of constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy means where king is also there and constitution is also there, like we can see in Bhutan or earlier days of Nepal also we can see, where king is also there, constitution is also there, or Britain is also a constitutional monarchy, but king have only limited power. King do not have all the authority. So that is called constitutional monarchy. So this National Assembly pledged that they will take France under constitution, and king will be having limited authorities. But here also they do not overthrow the king. They have a constitutional monarchy. Still they have this view that king must be there, but the powers of king must be limited. So to just Louis XVI felt that this National Assembly will overthrow him. So to save himself, on the 4th July, he sent a group of soldiers against those third class people or third estate people. Those were revolting against the king, those who want there a constitution. So there was happened a battle of Bastille, or storming or Bastille. So people, those were attacked by the soldier, they went to Bastille. This is known as the storm of Bastille. They went to Bastille and attack on the Bastille. Even though people were very angry, they looted all the weapons from the Bastille. It was a prison. They released all the prisoners from the prison and they looted all the weapons and attacked the royal army and defeated them. So this is known as Storm of Bastille, that happened on 14th July 1789. Parisian attack on the Bastille fort and demolish it. So August 25, 1789, National Assembly complete a declaration of man's right. Declaration of man's right, when they gathered in the tennis court, they decided they will have equality for everyone. So they started, or they agreed on a declaration that this will be a declaration where we will give equality to everyone, or we will have a equal right or equal taxes for everyone, and nobility and galley will be also under that. So to fulfill that, what they have done, they announce declaration of man that was based on the principle of liberty, life and fraternity. They told that France will be a sovereign country and sovereignty will be followed in the France, and people will be free and everybody has an equal right. So what happened next? On September 30, 1791, France became a constitutional monarchy. As I told you in the beginning also, constitutional monarchy means king will be also there and constitution will be also there. Meanwhile, that one day there was a rumor that king who was living in Versailles Palace, there is a huge party going on in Versailles, but people of France or people of Paris especially, they were not having enough food. So women, those were treated as a third class citizen, they all marched toward the Versailles fort, and they took king out of the Versailles fort and taken the king to the Paris and told the king or royal family to come in Paris and stay in Paris only, so that they can understand how the people are living in France, or they are very hungry, or how king and queen, they are spending only money on their luxury. They must stop it, because people want food and people want their comfort, so that there must be low taxes. So this is known as Women's March, that happened on 5th October 1789, when royal family was taken back to the Paris from the Versailles Palace. Then what happened, that slowly this National Assembly become more powerful. They decided that king, he is not taking any interest for the third estate people. Still they have to pay a number of taxes, so they wanted to overthrow now king. And meanwhile, even though king was also thinking that he was a king, he was given very less powers by this constitution, so why can't he go to another emperor of the Europe and say them to help or overthrow the National Assembly? Even though this queen of Louis XVI, she was from Austria, she was giving suggestion to the Louis XVI, let escape to the Austria and say Austria to attack on the France and make France free from the third estate. So that also made people angry. Slowly, when it revealed to the people that king wanted to escape Austria and wanted Austria to attack over France, so people become very angry. So that is why National Assembly of the People, they declare war over the Austria on 20th April 1792. But at that time there was a huge chaos situation. In this chaos, king planned, or Louis XVI planned, to escape from the France to Austria. So he wanted to run from the Paris. So people become very angry and they have completely overthrown him. So how the Louis XVI died? Louis XVI, he was caught under this, that he wanted to escape from the France, and he encouraged Austria to fight with the France. So that is why Louis XVI on 20th September 1793 he was accused to a death sentence, and on 20th January 1793 he was given a death sentence. And after few days of that, on 1793 his queen also given the same death sentence, as I told you in the beginning. So what was the mode of giving death to anyone? That was guillotine. Anybody will be guillotined while giving their death sentence. So but after the king's death, that people representative Jean Marat or Jean Paul Marat, he was also killed. So on his place, that extremist Robespierre, he controlled the society. Or Robespierre was who was belonging to Jacobean club. He became the in charge of national committee. So when he became the in charge, there started the reign of terror. Why we called reign of terror? Because during this period, which was started from 4th June, Robespierre became the president of National Convention. So number of people being killed, whomsoever Robespierre found that he is against the revolution of France or against the people rule, Robespierre killed them very brutally, or many people were guillotined every day. That more than 800 people were guillotined. As you can see that it is an estimate that more than 40,000 people were guillotined. It is just a idea of the government, but there are more chances that more than this number people were guillotined. But ultimately his days also ended. That Robespierre, who become limitless, or who was becoming slowly a dictator, people found him also guilty of guillotining innocent people. So Robespierre on 27 July 1974, that Robespierre and his alliance was also put under a trial, and in this trial they were also given death sentence. So Maximilien Robespierre, he also given death sentence. So the same person who guillotined number of people, ultimately he was also guillotined and died. Then after the Robespierre, the rule of Directory started in the France. Directory were when slowly France, Robespierre, who was extremist, he his power was fell down. So slowly the power of Jacobean club or radical also decreased in the France. So because of that, middle class means again nobles and all that, they have taken their role again, and they captured the all powers in the France, and they made a directory. In the directory there was a group of people, those were ruling, and out of that directory they started a rule of directory in the France, and they made slowly a one person head. But as Napoleon Bonaparte, he was a military general at that time, so he was becoming more and more powerful slowly. So when directory become very corrupt, Napoleon Bonaparte taken all the control in his hand, and finally on the 1799 he overthrown the directory also under the charges of corruption. He sent them to prison and taken all the control in his own hand, and by this directory rule was also ended, and this French Revolution period was also ended. In this, Napoleon, who sat on the throne, so again rule of people was shifted into a single hand, and he became the dictator. So as we can see in the French Revolution, that revolution was started with the monarchy rule, and it was shifted to a assembly rule, then legislative assembly rule, and again it passed to a directory, and through directory again is passed to a dictator or a king. So Napoleon Bonaparte in 1799 he became a dictator, and he announced that now France has a king who is Napoleon Bonaparte. Like this, the period of French Revolution was ended. But he was a very unique style of dictator who do not want that any religion or church must have interfere in his rule. So that is why he have given no control to the church, even though Pope he was very angry on this, that he have not given any preference to the church. So Napoleon was very powerful, and he wanted to try or conquer all the areas of Europe. So to fulfill this, he have fought number of battles. So Napoleon, that he wanted to conquer United Kingdom. So he fought many battles in Egypt, and one of his battle is very important, that is Battle of Waterloo, in which he defeated, and slowly his period or his time going to end. And Napoleon, who was died on 5th May 1821 in a British prisoner. Hope you understood about the French Revolution and life of Napoleon. So let's find what were the result of the French Revolution. So in the French Revolution, feudalism means where somebody owning the land and poor farmers, they have to pay huge taxes. So that was abolished, or that was came to an end. Then what was another reason? Removal of the absolute monarchy. So after that, people started thinking that there must be no absolute monarchy, or king cannot be uncontrolled. He can be also checked. Though this also increase the power of bourgeoisies. Bourgeoisies were that middle or working class. Those were working for taking more and more rights in the power. And by this, as by the French Revolution, there was another model represented in front of world, that any country can be controlled in a democratic way also, or people can choose their own representative instead of having a king or queen. Then equality, that everybody or all the states are equal. And similar way inspired other revolutions also in the world, like we can say by taking inspiration from this, many other parts of the world also revolted against their system. Then abolishment of the estates, which were having a huge difference between the people, between the worker, and between our feudal lords, or between Calegi. There was a huge difference. So this estates were totally abolished. Power of the church was decreased over the France, though the power of church is completely not decreased, or completely it was not overthrown. Slowly it become little less. Hope you understood the topic. Thank you very much.